And that food is horse meat.
So apparently.
There's me. What? Horse meat? Horse meat. Do you guys eat horse? What's up, guys? It's Dwayne back again for another video, back in for the reaction, and today is a great, wonderful, beautiful day because it's a Sweden day. I visited Sweden's ugliest city. Kinda harsh. Without further ado, let's get into this reaction. Let's go.
So a couple years ago, I visited Sweden's second ugliest city, which was Västerås. But
Västerås. Let me know in the comment section if you think Västerås is ugly. Because that's a bit harsh.
It's been 2 years, and I've been curious the entire time, what's the #1 city? So today, I'm in Borlänge.
That's right, I'm back on the
what?
road to explore another Swedish city for the first time. This time around, I went to Borlänge, located in the region of Dalarna.
Okay.
Before my visit, I only knew 2 things about Borlänge. 1, that's where my roommate is from, and 2, it's famously known as Sweden's ugliest city.
Borlänge är Sveriges fulaste stad.
I'm not kidding, there's a list.
That is kind of ugly. Is this why it's the ugliest city?
Now, if you saw my visit to Västerås, you may remember that I had an okay time. For being Sweden's second ugliest city, I actually thought it was fine. Stadsparken was really beautiful, and there were some nice views along the water. However, the city hall was an eyesore, and the castle was underwhelming to say the least. So, is Borlänge uglier than Västerås? I was excited to find out.
Let's have
For
a
our
look.
first stop, we headed into the city center.
Sundays you can park for free.
Nice.
That's a pro. I take that Stockholm.
Yeah,
Take that, Stockholm.
After we parked for free, we headed towards Sveatorget, which is one of the main squares in Borlänge.
Okay.
I was mostly excited for the Dollarhorse statues.
Dollar horses.
But apparently, the most important part of this square is Paprikan, which is this sculpture
Paprikan.
that's in the center.
That's supposed to be a giant pepper?
Yep.
Now, I did some research on this sculpture. It was created by Swedish artist Axel Nordell sometime in the 1970s. It seems like playground sculptures are one of his specialties, and that's when I saw this photo. When I saw this photo, I thought it looked suspiciously similar to the sculpture that's on Stockholm University's campus, which looks like a giant blue tongue. But no, the blue tongue sculpture is actually called Moby Dick and was created by a guy named Johan Palzov in 2004. So it has absolutely nothing to do with Paprikan, Elefanten, or Axel Nordell at all. But now you know a little bit more about Paprikan and the blue tongue sculpture on Stockholm University's campus.
Very random piece of information, but thank you.
Go, go, go.
That pepper's interesting.
Go, Megan, go. I know that one. So apparently this is the square where people go to go out. We got a Pincho's, O'Leary's, Pitchers, the library, Basta. I've heard good things about Basta. So far, I'm liking the Dollar Horses, the red pepper, mixed reviews.
The weather's nice though.
After visiting the main square, we headed over to Lilja Kvistska Parken. So I haven't mentioned yet that we are here during midsummer weekend, and it's a Sunday, so it does seem really dead outside. But I do think...
So midsummer, people tend to stay at home with family, right? So everyone was telling me to come during midsummer, but I'm not too sure because someone told me in the comment section that if you come during midsummer, it's mostly like a family event and people there's not really much to do. Unless you're like at a family gathering or something, so it's probably not the best time to come to Sweden. I don't know, let me know in the comment section.
Those are the reasons. Midsummer, Sunday, Anyway, I just wanted to make sure I explained that before you guys are like, wow, there's really nothing going on. But so far, would I say it's the ugliest city? No. But to be fair, I don't know which one I would say is the ugliest. You know what I mean?
Avesta maybe.
Avesta. Ooh,
Avesta.
we're throwing shade.
Avesta.
We're throwing shade at Avesta.
It doesn't look ugly.
Next city, Avesta.
I was a little bit confused about the name of the park, since I'm used to most cities just having a Stads Park.
With some people.
But it turns out this is the city park for Borlänge.
Okay, you guys, I'm gonna say Stads Parken is looking okay.
I think they invested a lot in this. It didn't look like this before.
Oh, well, good. I mean, see, this is where I like. I like when the Stads Parken. Oh, whoa, okay.
I thought
Saucy.
this park was great and definitely not the ugliest city park I've seen.
No.
That award goes to the Stads Park in Kristinehamn. Sorry guys, but I went to Kristinehamn last year and filmed my trip. I never got around to making the video, although I'm sure I still have that footage somewhere if you guys want to see it. But anyway, Kristinehamn has the worst city park I've ever seen.
You guys, I'm so far loving Borlänge. We got a nice little rock maze.
The park in Borlänge did have some questionable statues.
I just feel like if someone made this statue and dedicated it to me, I'd be like, thanks.
But it had lots of areas for sitting, some flower gardens, and a decent-sized playground.
A little shipwreck.
Okay.
That thing, which is probably way too hot to touch right now. Okay, we found one of these. I'm trying to touch it and look at the... We're going to see what Cecilia has to say. What the Oh my gosh. I thought you'd say something way cooler than that.
Overall, I was really impressed with the park.
Welcome to Borlänge!
It was pretty small compared to Västerås and Örebro, but the city is a lot smaller as well. Borlänge has a population of over 50,000 people.
Quite small.
Västerås has about 127,000, and Örebro has 150,000.
Quite small.
That's cute.
After Stadsparken, we hit the road and drove to a popular lunch spot called Torshång's Cafe. And you guys, this is where things get serious. The cafe was located on the river,
beautiful.
so the view was really nice. Plus,
Guys, if this is your ugliest city, I don't know. Sweden is beautiful, because if that is your ugly... Do you want to see the ugliest UK city? British city. The ugliest British city. I'm going to show you the ugliest British city. Hold on. So guys, look at this picture. This is an ugly city. This is Scunthorpe in England. This is the High Street. This is the main square. This is an ugly city. It's not the ugliest in the UK. We have uglier ones. But it was the first one that, came to the top of my mind. Look at this dreary place. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. There's nothing there. Your ugliest place looks beautiful compared to our, middle of the road town, city in the UK. Yeah, guys, Sweden's a lot nicer aesthetically than the UK. I must say. If this is true, let me know in the comment section if that actually is, in your opinion, the ugliest city in Sweden, because to me it looks very nice, guys, very nice. Anyways, back to the video.
but the main reason we came here was to try a food that's popular in the area. And that food is horse meat.
So, apparently...
There's me, what? Horse meat? Horse meat. Do you guys eat horse? Interesting. I would, to be honest, do you know what it is? Do you know that shouldn't be my reaction? Because if we can eat chickens, pigs, and pigs are really cute, cows, Ducks. Ducks are really cute. You know, like if we can eat all these, you know, all this meat, turkey, but we can't eat another animal like a horse. Why can't we eat a horse? Because we like horses, because they're aesthetically like beautiful creatures. We can't eat them, but we eat others. You know, it's hypocritical. I would try horse. If I can eat a chicken, if I can eat a pig, I can eat horse. I wouldn't mind trying it. What does it taste like? Let me know in the comment section down below.
Apparently, I've heard that this is a food from a food that's common in this region, and that is horse meat. And I looked it up because I thought, I was like, isn't horse meat illegal in the States? And it is. So
it's illegal.
I'm very uncomfortable with the fact.
That's such a weird concept, right? It's illegal to eat a horse, but you can eat any other animal. What makes eating a horse illegal? That actually doesn't make any logical sense. Can you imagine? Like, oh, it's okay to kill that animal, but it's not okay to kill this animal. Makes no sense.
The fact that this is in front of me. The other food I don't really care for is shrimp and seafood. This sounds, this combination. I am willing to try a bite, but as you can tell, I'm not the one who ordered this. I got my lovely taco pie here.
Taco pie.
And I'm very excited with how this looks. This one, I don't know, but I'll be willing to test it out.
You have
After
to try
doing
it.
a bit more research, it looks like horse meat is illegal to sell and consume in the US. However, there are still slaughterhouses in the US, and the US is one of the top 10 exporters of horse meat.
You see that there? Corruption. Oh, it's illegal to kill and sell horse meat, but we're going to export the highest amount of horse meat to other countries because, well, they're not eating it in our country, so it doesn't count. Make that make sense. Make that make sense. China is number 1 for the most number of horses killed and made into meat. Kazakhstan 2, Mexico 3, Mongolia 4, Russia 5, and the United States 6. Interesting. I know they eat in Australia. I know it's a thing in Australia.
So, I don't know,
Wow.
you guys. I don't understand the laws around horse meat. All I know is that horse meat is not a thing in the States, so I was very shocked to find out that it is a thing here in Sweden.
That looks incredible. Wow. I don't know. That looks good.
All right, Cecilia has prepared me the perfect bite. It has a little bit of everything, including a horse meat.
A horse.
I can't even say it with a straight face. There's a chunk of egg flying out here. All right, this is a huge bite.
I have heard from multiple people that horse meat is specific or very special to this region of Sweden and may not
Right.
necessarily be common in all of Sweden.
Let me know if you've tried horse meat down in the comment section and if it is common throughout Sweden. And if I don't go to this specific part of Sweden, if I go to Stockholm or Gothenburg, will I be able to sample some horse meat? Because I would try it. Why not? Let me know. What does she think?
I really
What does it
couldn't
taste like?
the meat, so I'll just do that on its own here.
But I'd love to hear from all the Swedes in the comments. Have you had horse meat, or
actually
is
the
it
same thing.
specific to Dalarna?
I hate that I think it's okay. It's okay.
Okay.
I don't know, it's a weird aftertaste. And it's a mental thing. I hate knowing that it's horse. It's weird. I don't know.
What do you think?
It is
the
a
name
mental
was?
thing.
It's actually called like horse.
No, the name of the horse.
The name of the No.
Oh no.
Yeah.
What do you think the name of the That is so bad. I'm so sorry. If you're a vegan, I'm so sorry. It's funny, but it's not at the same time. I feel like I shouldn't be laughing, but it's the fact that she asked that question. It was funny to me.
The horse meat actually
Oh,
tasted
God.
fine, I would say it was pretty similar to deer meat, but it was
You
just
see?
that.
I've never had deer as well, and I know that's something you eat in Sweden. Wow, I've got deer to try and I've got horse to try. Yeah, I need to try. I don't know what deer tastes like. I don't know what horse tastes like. So I definitely don't know what horse tastes like if I don't know what deer tastes like. I need to try it.
That weird mental block of growing up my entire life thinking that horse meat is not okay.
Okay.
Not into the toilet seat.
I love that bin.
So gross.
After trying the horse meat, we headed back into town to see Gammal Gordon. I'm not sure how common it is for Swedish towns to have a traditional historic area, but in Örebro they had one very similar called Vadköping. I've also seen these types of houses in Skansen, located in Stockholm, and I've also seen them all the way up in Gammal Stad, which is north of Luleå. As we entered Gammal Gordon, the first thing we saw was the Midsummer Pole. I tried my best to find any information about this Midsummer Pole specifically. I do know that the general Midsummer Pole is meant to symbolize fertility.
They go all out on their midsommarstång, heter det?
And it may be a bit more phallic than people realize, but the one in Borlänge had all of these extra symbols.
And then there's a big old rooster at the top. There's a lot to process. Do we know what any of this means? I'm gonna have to look it up.
I tried to find the answer for it online, but every search result came up empty. So if you happen to know what all of these symbols mean, please let me know in the comments.
A lot of symbols.
Now, one of the main traditions with a Midsummer's pole is to dance around it.
Maybe not like that.
You just see this the whole time?
Yeah. Små grodorna, små grodorna.
That's it. There's no different.
I did it when I was small. Like I was very tiny kid.
Okay, so
I don't remember the dance.
For everyone watching, Midsummer was a couple days ago, and I had no idea how big some of these parties can be.
Oh, they're huge.
And I will put some footage of how many people are going around the pole. It was shocking. So anyway.
Is that what you do? Do you hop like a bunny? It looks why? Let me know what is it a symbol of something? Is just tradition hopping? Is that the dance that you do around the pole, or is that just specific to this event? Let me know. It looks like fun though.
Go around the circle.
And dance.
And dance.
And then they sing like kuakaka kuakaka kuakaka.
What does that mean?
It doesn't mean anything. It's just rubbish.
Maybe it's Danish.
Oh yeah. That looks like so much fun.
We walked over to the area with the red houses, and even though I have seen houses like this in other cities, I always enjoy seeing them. I just can't comprehend how old some of these houses are, specifically the ones that aren't painted red.
How old is this one?
This is from 1500.
From the 1500s?
Yeah.
I can't comprehend it, you guys.
Year 1920.
And
it's
what's
moved
really
there.
crazy is like the doorways are tiny. There might be a reason why they're so small, but Swedes are tall, so
Guys, that's a door. Do we know what people look like in the 1500s? Because I know, like, progressively, like, through time, we've got taller and taller. Do you think we were, like, little people back in the 1500s? Because why would you make a door so small if... And statistically, you guys are very tall. We must have been... Or Swedes must have been very small. That's so interesting, right?
I just can't comprehend that 400 to 500 years ago, there were literally people living in this house. And I wish I could have seen the inside, because seeing how small the doors were and the fact that it's a 2-story house, it did make me wonder what was it like inside and what was life like back then. We walked around a bit more before heading out to our second to last stop, Stora Tuna Kyrka. And if I'm not mistaken, that literally means Big Tuna Church.
Big Tuna?
Okay, by the way, we're in front of a big old church.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I got a little bit too close. It's hard to see. I should zoom out. This was the only footage I got of the outside of the church, so luckily I found this amazing drone footage on YouTube, which really shows how beautiful the church is from the outside.
Wow.
The church was open, so we got to head inside. I did a little bit of research and found out that the church was built in 1469. Clearly it's been updated since then, and it looks like the most recent update was in 1968. I learned that from this video posted almost 13 years ago.
Därefter har kyrkan genomgått en del restaureringar. Den senaste utfördes 1968.
Can I just ask, why did someone put in so much work into a 3D rendering when you could just film the actual church? Not quite sure what the purpose of the 3D animation is, but clearly someone put in a lot of time, so I'm glad I get to show you guys what I found. The last stop of the day was Frostbrunsdalens Naturreservat. Luckily, it was just across from the church, so we headed down the path to where there was a cafe and some fresh drinking water, which Cecilia insisted that I tried.
That's pretty good. That was really good.
Before heading to the cafe, we spotted some ducks.
Ducky.
And then we went down the path a little bit farther so that we could see the suspension bridge, which I tried to find more information on, but I couldn't really find anything. Cecilia thought I should really see this bridge, so that's what we did. It was a pretty nice view, but the bugs were getting out of control, so we headed back towards the cafe.
That's why you should always have your bug spray, like mosquito repellent and midgie repellent. Because you guys get loads of mosquitoes, right? Or is it Finland that gets loads of mosquitoes? Oh, I don't know. Let me know. I can't remember if it was Sweden or it was Finland. One of you guys gets like a hell of a lot of mosquitoes. It's like, what?
We ordered some gelato and sat outside to enjoy the weather, and afterwards we headed back to the water spot to get a closer look. The water was pretty shallow, so I wanted to walk in it a bit, but Cecilia thought I actually might start sinking into the sand, and that's when we spotted this.
Ew.
What's that?
It makes me uncomfortable. Ew, I can see it in the camera. So, why is it doing that? What is happening?
That's a bit weird.
Did it just sink down?
Yeah.
Like
air from down under.
Ah, okay.
Lucky for us, all of our questions were answered by this very helpful sign that was at the top of the hill. I say it answered all of my questions, but I'll be honest, I don't know what some of these words mean, and I don't even understand their description. I think it's saying that there's a pipe that's under the sand, and there's a lot of pressure, so that's why there are some bubbles that are coming up.
Let's go.
Ew. I don't know, like poops it out.
Can anyone confirm? And that wrapped up my day trip to Borlänge. So, is Borlänge the ugliest city in Sweden?
Absolutely not.
I'm just going to go ahead and say no.
No.
But here's something no one's talking about. Why isn't there an updated list? The one list that everyone keeps referencing is from 2018. So I say let's get a new debate going in the comments section. I've now made videos about Västerås and Borlänge, supposedly the top 2 ugliest cities in Sweden, but I'm just not convinced that they should still be the top 2. So let's have a debate right here in the comments. Cast your vote for the ugliest city in the comments below.
Let me know.
Who knows? Maybe we'll have a new list of the ugliest cities in Sweden, and maybe I'll have some new cities added to my travel plans. Thank you so much for watching, and if you did enjoy this video, I'd really appreciate if you can like, comment, and subscribe.
I like her. Who is she? What is her name? Let's have a look, guys. Let's have a look. Megan Noose. Subscribe to her and subscribe to my channel. I like her. I like her videos. And that was really interesting. That's definitely not the ugliest town in Sweden at all. But, I mean, especially compared to some of the ones in the UK. But guys, yeah, really interesting. Thank you very much for watching. Until the next one, I will see you guys later.